first time I cut my hair in America. All right, ladies and gents, welcome into Puckett Fieldhouse here on the beautiful campus of Central Methodist University in Fayette. You guessed it, we've got Heart of America Athletic Conference Women's Basketball Tournament Championship action for you as the #1 seed in the conference tournament. Central Methodist University hosts the two-time defending conference tournament champion, the Clarke University Pride. I'll be here with my color commentator, Jay Sean Northington. He's working on getting starting lineups in for you guys as we get ready to go. We're about 5.5 minutes away from introductions, and then we'll have tip-off for you. So this is a rematch of last year's conference tournament championship game, which the Pride won in Dubuque last year. I believe the score was, let me double check my score for you guys so I'm not giving you incorrect information. While I do that, let me introduce myself. I think most of you guys probably have heard my voice a few times. You just heard myself and Jay Sean on the baseball broadcast not too long ago. My name is Rachel Moore, and I'm the Assistant AD and Director of Athletic Communications here at Central, bringing you tonight's action, filling in for the man, the myth, the legend, Phil Fortaleza. He had a sickness that took over him this morning, and so he was unable to make it. So, Phil, if you're watching, we miss you. We hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling better. But Jay Sean and I will bring you the broadcast tonight, and we'll be looking forward to it. So back on March 1st, 2022, Clarke earned the #1 overall seed in that championship, and CMU came in as the #2, and they had their way and did a good job on the defensive side of the ball. They ended up defeating CMU 56-44, one of the lowest shooting performances of the season for the Eagles, but they have sure put on quite a show in 22-23. They are 30-0. The #1 overall team in the country. They just got that national ranking this past week, and they are the #1 seed in the conference tournament. Clarke, #2 in the conference tournament. I believe they are #7 in the national poll, so you can't get much better than this. A 1 versus 2 in the conference. This is what you want to see, your two best teams on the floor representing your conference to the rest of the country, and it should be a great matchup for you guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick break. We'll be right back, and then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take the headset off, and we'll listen to Gary Linhart, our wonderful PA announcer, do the pregame prayer. We'll have the singing of the national anthem for you as well, and then we'll get into pregame introductions, and we will go from there. So we'll be right back. About 3.5 minutes of time left on the clock before we get started. We appreciate you guys tuning in. This is CMU Women's Basketball here on the Hart Conference Network.
Pride. And the number 1 seed, your Central Methodist Eagle. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask all players, coaches, and spectators abide by the NAIA champions of character values, which are respect, integrity, responsibility, servant leadership, and sportsmanship. We got a special welcome tonight, the Commissioner of the Heart of America Athletic Conference, Lori Thomas. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you all please rise and move your hats for a prayer to be followed by the singing of our national anthem. Almighty God, you have created us to strive for our best. Grant to all athletes, coaches, and fans the strength to pursue excellence during this event. We pray for the safety of these athletes and ask that you protect them from injury and harm. Help us to honor you today in all we do, on and off the court, and make us witnesses to your glory. In Christ's name we pray. Amen. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to perform our national anthem, please welcome Mrs. Lacey Gladden.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare come out bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Lacey Gladden. And now, let's meet the starters for today's contest. First, for the leading team on the scoreboard, the Pride of Clarke University. Starting guard, a 5-foot, 4-inch senior, number 2, Skylar Hubbard. Head guard, 5'7" junior, number 5, Nicole McDermott. Head guard, a 5'6" senior, number 10, Gianna Nicole. At center, a 6' senior, number 22, Emma Elton. And at forward, a 5'11" senior, number 33, Tina Ubel. The Pride are led by head coach Marty Boyd. She's assisted by Ellen Hockey and Olivia Gary Kennedy and Lily Carver. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to introduce the Heart of America Athletic Conference regular season champion, the number 1 seed, your Central Methodist Eagle. Half forward, the 6'1", 1-inch senior, from Minsk, Belarus, number 0, Darina Bashkarova. At guard, a 5'7" sophomore from Marietta, Georgia, number 1, Zatoria Turner. At guard, a 5'6" junior out of Fort Worth, Texas, number 3, J.C. Kennedy. At guard, a 5'9" sophomore from Trenton, New Jersey, number 23,
All right, ladies and gents, welcome into Puckett Fieldhouse here on the beautiful campus of Central Methodist University. We've got Park Conference Tournament Championship action here as the #1 in the nationally ranked and #1 tournament seed. CMU Eagles take on the Pride from Clarke University. They come in as the 2 seed. Joshawn, I don't know if you can hear me over there, but I mean Gary got me fired up for the for those pregame intros. So we'll get ready for tip-off here as we get started. Johnson and Kelchin to jump. And CMU wins the tip. Massanet. Over to Kennedy. Kennedy to Massanet. We're having some difficulties with our headset, so we'll see if we can get Jay-Sean here on a second. Massanet with a quick layup. Rebounded, though, by Clarke. And Culbertson's going to bring it up. Culbertson with Kennedy guarding. Maybe turn your mic up a little bit, Jay-Sean.
Can you hear me now?
A little bit soft. And I think we're going to have a jump ball. We do. I think it's going to stay with Central, though.
What about now?
I can still hear you a little bit low. Maybe I need to turn up my headphones. Try now.
Can you hear me?
I can. You're very faint, though, so we'll make sure. Let's see if we can get you. Sorry, guys. This is Jay-Sean Northington as Kelcher's with a 3. Good rebound, though, by Skylar Culbertson. And Clarke's got a quick 2-0 lead. Cook back to Johnson. Over to Cook now. Cook with the right-handed layup. Good rebound by Culbertson, though, and we'll go the other way. Culbertson, nice dish to Ubel. Good transition offense. And Clarke's coming out. They've got a 4-0 lead here as we get started.
They do have a high lead. Well,
there we go. There we
have
go.
A quick lead so far, 4-0.
I know, and that's exactly what you want. If you're Clarke, you want to come out and quiet this crowd quickly. Yeah. Johnson with a nice layup down low, and we've seen that a time or two with her. She's a double-double machine.
Like Phil and I talked about in the last game, that's her bread and butter. That's been her bread and butter all year. You know, that's the quickest way to get the 2 points for the Eagles and the most easiest way for them, too.
I would agree. Long 3 from Kelchin, and, man, Clarke University's coming out. They got a 7-2 lead in the first minute and a half, and Coach Davis is going to take a timeout. And usually it's the other way, Jay-Sean. I don't know what you think, but normally we're coming out and we're hitting threes right off the bat, but they flipped the script on us.
Yeah, they have. Early, very early, within 2 minutes.
Yep.
Very. They came out with the energy, intensity, everything, and that's what the Eagles need. That's what we need.
Yeah, I'd agree. It's one of those situations where, like I said, you want to come in and you want to quiet this crowd early because it's packed down here. We've been promoting a blackout. We've got a packed student section.
Oh, yeah. It's the most packed it's ever been all season.
Yeah, it's a packed student section, and it looks good. You guys can't see it on your screen, unfortunately, because the way our gym is set up, but I promise you it is loud. There's a lot of people in here.
Yeah, it is.
So
that's probably why you couldn't hear me at first.
I know. Technical difficulties as stuff happens like that, but we'll work it out. We'll get better. So Cook over to Bakarova. Bakarova drives in. Left-handed layup, no good. And they're going to get an over back on Leah Johnson. That's going to be her first personal foul. And that'll be a turnover as well for CMU. Or not a turnover because that was on the defense. So no turnover there, but that is a foul. And she's one that you want to make sure she stays out of foul trouble. But if you're Clarke, you want to get her on the bench as quickly as possible.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Yep. You don't want her to pick up 2 fouls, especially in the first quarter.
And that's what you want. They're right there from CMU, though, or from Clarke. A quick turnover, and Culbertson will go the other way. And stingy defense is going to be what wins CMU this game if they want to.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
If they want to go to 31-0.
Yeah, and playing as a team too. You know, you can't be selfish with the ball here, especially in this type of atmosphere, this type of game. You can't afford to be doing that.
Massanet is there, and Culbertson's going to come away with a rebound. Culbertson over to McDermott. Ubel with it now. Tina Ubel. Ubel drives on Kennedy. Nice little flip. See who gets the rebound. And good awareness by Ubel. She slaps that out on Bakarova, and with 16 seconds on the shot clock. And Clarke's going to maintain possession.
Clarke is not playing so far tonight. They came, like I said before, they are coming out with the energy.
They are. And I think they drove down yesterday. They got a good night's rest in, I'm assuming, Columbia.
Oh, so they came a day early.
They did. They came a day early just with the start time. So, again, this is Rachel Moore, Assistant AD and Director of Athletic Communications, here with my partner, Jay Sean Northington. As Clarke inbounds it.
Can't afford to leave anyone open, especially on the three-point line. This is the team full of shooters. Or can be.
Yep, I would agree. Ubel. Massanet guarding. Ubel drives on the right side. She puts up a shot off the backboard, though. Bakarova comes away with a rebound. Bakarova over Cook.
Great pass.
Cook with the right-handed layup on the left side. Central trims that lead 7-4 now. 7:10 remaining here in quarter number 1.
What a great atmosphere we're having.
Yeah, I'm fired up for this atmosphere. Mickles drives on Bakarova, and they're going to get Bakarova with a foul. Good job by Mickles to draw that. And that's going to be Bakarova's first foul. Is this you? Turn you up. All right. Mickelson goes to the line. First shot up. Got it. Mickles, a senior guard, 5'6" out of Bellevue, Iowa, graduated from Bellevue High School. Knocks them both down. Clarke's got a 9-4 lead. Kennedy brings it up. Over to Massanet. Massanet to Cook from the corner. She drives, looks in for Johnson. Johnson to Bakarova, kicks it back out. Kennedy.
Clarke's coming out with some tough defense, by the way.
Massanet drives, and she got it. Good contested layup for Massanet. She gets it to fall, though. 9-6 now. Culbertson over to McDermott in the corner. And we'll see who gets that's going to be a turnover. CMU comes away with it. Good job by Kennedy to draw that turnover, and Massanet with it now. Massanet. An unusual-looking layup. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that. It was a little double turnaround, and she got it to go.
She pulled it out of her bag.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah, that was one of the weirdest layups I've ever seen, but if it goes in, I'm a fan, so.
Hey, bucket is a bucket.
Yeah, it is. As long as it's 2 or 3 or 1, that's what matters.
Yeah, make it 9-8. People struggling by 1.
Kelchin, nice pass to Ubel. Ubel's got 4, excuse me. Cook. Over to Massanet. Massanet directing traffic, was looking for Johnson. Kennedy. Johnson's going to set the screen. And Kennedy with a long 2.
Yes.
Did they give it a 3? Did they give it a 3? I think they did, and we're tied at 11-11. Kennedy, not normally known for shooting a lot of 3s. She's more of a, let me dish it out, let me get and ones and all that good stuff. Yep, she facilitates the offense. Good pass. Good passing. And that's going to be...
Foul.
And we're going to have...
Foul. Oh, my goodness.
So just a quick breakdown for you. Emma Kelchin drove in on Johnson, drew Johnson's second foul, and then the officials didn't like the reaction that Kelchin gave, and so I think Kelchin's going to get a technical foul on this, and we'll probably shoot a pair. Yep. I believe. Is that what you think, Jay Sean?
I think so, too. I don't think we're going to get the ball back, but I think we'll just go to the line and shoot 2 free throws.
Okay. So, as you guys can tell, this is 1 versus 2. This is the number 1 team in the country versus number 7. 1 versus 2 in the conference tournament. You're in a hostile crowd, hostile environment. And, I mean, if you're CMU, you want to get in their heads a little bit, and I think they did right there. And head coach Courtney Boyd's probably not too happy with Kelchin on that one.
Oh, yeah, especially coming from the crowd. The crowd are most definitely trying to get into these girls' heads.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what you want to do. So,
I guess that's the perks of on-court advantage.
Yep. You know. So, not sure what we're discussing specifically here. If we need to review something. I mean, I thought it was pretty, not obvious, but it.
Kind of self-explanatory.
Yeah, but again, I'm not an official. I don't know all the rules, so I'm going to be quiet. Yeah. All right, guys, having some technical difficulties. We weren't aware, but none of us could really hear Jay Sean. So thank you to my AD, Mr. Jeff Sherman, for letting us know, for all you listeners out there for giving us the heads up. So we're going to work on that, see if we can get him turned up on our audio. It's a different audio mixer that they're working with tonight. It's just kind of one of those classic technical difficulty issues, but we'll work on it. We'll get it situated. All right, so Kelchin is going to shoot 2, I believe, because she was fouled by Johnson. First one is up and good. That's her 4th point of the evening. And second one is up. Got it. And now maybe they called the... Okay, so now Massanet is going to shoot. Massanet's going to shoot a pair. First one is up and good. Second one up. Got it. So exchanges of points there. Second foul for Leah Johnson, so she's going to take a seat. And if you're Clarke University, that's what you want to see. You want to see Johnson on the bench because she is a machine. All defensive team. Likely an All-American this year. So CMU with possession now. Over to Kennedy, Bakarova. Robin Beck checks in for her first action tonight. Cook. Massanet drives. Good rebound by Culbertson, though. And they're going to get Kennedy with a foul.
Can you hear me now, Rachel?
I can. There we go.
All right, we're back in action.
All right. Guys, apologies on that. If you guys are out there and you can hear us, I hope you can at least. If not, I'm sure someone will come up and let us know. But we get all situated now. Again, just technical difficulties, part of the gig here on small college campuses, but we got it worked out. So, Jay Sean, if no one has heard you, welcome to the broadcast. We appreciate having you on.
Thank you so much, Rachel.
Yeah.
Thank you for those opportunities. It's a pretty good game so far.
Yeah, it's a great game. You got number 1 versus number 2, number 1 versus number 7 in the country. You love it.
Hey, it gets no better than that. This is the must-see game, must-see matchup.
Yep. Maya Mershman checks in for Clarke. Culbertson drives on Kennedy. Out to McDermott. McDermott, good defense by Kennedy, though.
Oh, yeah, great defense.
Rebound by Massanet. Central's going to take it up the floor with Cook in command. Cook, Culbertson guarding. Over to Kennedy. Clarke's going to have a couple substitutions in this. Bakarova in. And I think they're going to get, I think that's Kelchin again with the foul, so that's going to be her second foul.
Yeah, her second, and just in the first quarter, no?
Yep, just in the first quarter, yep. So 2 on Leah Johnson, 2 on Kelchin.
Wow.
We'll have some quick substitutions. It's going to be number 12, Taylor Hossey. I think her sister played here my first year, which was 2021. I think that was McKinney Hossey, so if you're watching, shout out to you. Gianna Mickles also in. Bakarova going to shoot the first. Got it.
Give CMU the first lead of the game.
CMU's got their first lead of the game.
These referees are not playing tonight, Rachel. They mean business.
No, and I mean,
I was going
to say the officials set the tone for the game, how physical it can be, how loose it can be. So you kind of got to adjust to what the officials how they want to call it, and then you go from there.
Yeah, most definitely.
Bakarova sinks the second of 2, and we'll have a 15-13 lead. Mickles drives on Massanet. Left-handed layup, good.
The lead doesn't take
She's
long
got 4.
for it to be tied up again.
No, not at all. Kennedy over to Bakarova. Bakarova from downtown. Got it.
NBA 3. That was beautiful.
The sharpshooter Bakarova knocks down her first 3, and she's got 5 here. 3:46 remaining in the first quarter. Central leads 18-15. Mickles over to Culbertson. Culbertson with Kennedy guarding. Hossey over to Mershman, and the CMU student section starting to come alive with defensive chance. Down to Hossey.
Good drive.
Peterson, and that's going to be a shot clock violation.
Yep. I guess they lost track there. Clarke just lost track of the shot clock.
They did, and again, that's something that when you play solid defense like Central will, they'll get you rattled and they'll get you out of your rhythm a little bit.
Oh, yeah. And that's exactly what they just did.
That is what they did, so.
Phenomenal defense.
Great defense as always. So Central 18-15 as Kennedy's going to bring it up the left side. Over to Cook, the top of the key. Cook drives on Culbertson. Good defense by Culbertson, though. Bakarova drives, little elbow jumper. Nothing doing. Rebound by Cook, though. And that's going to be a foul on Taylor Hossey, number 12. That's going to be her first personal foul of the game. And Tina Ubel's going to check back in.
Great way to get the rebound by Zatoria Cook there.
Ubel's going to check in for Mickles. And Cook, she's going to see if she can knock down a couple buckets to extend this lead to possibly 5. We'll see. First one rims in and out. No good.
It's one of those things where you just got to have in your mind, it's not me, it's the ball.
It is, yep. She makes the first, gets a little friendly roll from the ball, and Central leads 19-14.
4-point game.
So Culbertson over to Hossey. Culbertson. Ubel up top of the key. She's going to take a 3, and she got it. When your post can shoot 3s, then you know it's you've got a well-rounded team.
Yeah, and that's pretty dangerous, too.
Yeah.
You don't see that very often.
No, you don't see that often, but when you do see it, you appreciate it and you enjoy it. So that was very good.
Oh, yeah.
Massanet was looking for Beck. I think that's going to be a kickball out of bounds. We'll reset the shot clock to 20. 2:37 remaining here in the first quarter. It's been a really good first quarter. I mean, overall, this is what you want to see.
Oh, yeah.
Back her over to Massanet. Massanet looked like she thought about a 3 and thought better. Drives on Culbertson.
Crossover.
And she wanted the and one, didn't quite get it. But she'll shoot.
Instead, she gets an offensive foul.
Excuse me, guys. They're going to call a charge on Massanet. So in that situation, offensive foul is also a turnover. So
yeah, the Eagles have to try their best to alleviate as many turnovers as possible because you can't afford, like I said before, you can't afford to give up too many open buckets, too many open passes, not being able to play defense. You know, you got to. This is the time. This is crunch time. This is the crunch game. This is the clutch game.
Hossey drives on Bakarova, blocked by Bakarova with the rebound. Good defense there from the senior. Kennedy over to Bakarova. We'll see if she shoots a 3. She does. Got it.
Trey Wayne. 3 ball. There it is. Timeout Clarke.
Bakarova, she's one of those people, if you've got a little bit of momentum and she knocks down a couple 3s, it absolutely just stops it on a dime and it flips it the other way. So, Jashawn, I kind of want to get your thoughts on the first 8 minutes of this game. Kind of what are your thoughts? We came out a little bit slow and kind of bounced back and don't look too bad here in the early goings of this first quarter.
Oh, no. To be honest, Rachel, this game has me on my toes, like on the edge of my seat, on my toes, everything. It started from the introduction of the players from the starting lineup. It made me feel like I was getting ready to play the game.
I know. Gary does a good job with PA. He's our PA announcer, Gary Leonard. He's an alum of CMU. So
shout out to Gary.
Yeah, shout out to Gary. Shout out to his wife, Sarah Linhart, that does the book. They do every football game, every basketball game. They do a lot of softball as well. So those are 2 staples in the CMU community. If you guys don't know them.
We really appreciate your work.
Yep. If you guys don't know them, shake their hands. Go see them. They're great people. Tina Ubel with Massanet guarding a little bit of a mismatch there. Kennedy. Culbertson.
Oh,
and that's going to be a shot by Kelchin. Robin Beck with the rebound. It's going to be a jump ball, though, and we'll see where it goes. It's going to go the way of Central, so Robin Beck. Robin, a senior out of Dallas, Texas, is going to get that defensive board. And CMU, with 1:40 on the clock, is looking to extend their lead a little bit more. Kennedy.
I kind of expected this for this game to turn out the way it is right now. It's a pretty neck-and-neck game, you know. 4-point game so far.
Bakarova's looking for 3 threes.
Oh, she almost had it there. Hits the back of the rim.
Good rebound by Merschman. Culbertson driving. She goes in. She wants to go all the way in. And
Zatoria Cook.
Good job by Zatoria Cook. Just stopped her in her tracks and took that ball away. Over to Kennedy. Back to Cook. Nice passing there by Kennedy to Cook.
That was beautiful.
That was great ball movement.
See, that's what you call teamwork, making a dream work.
That's unselfish ball handling, unselfish team play.
And like I've told Phil numerous of times, great defense turns into even better offense.
It does. Good transition.
So that's what you get.
Defense into good transition defense. And Massenet's going to get her second foul of the game. And you have to imagine we'll have a substitution for Massenet. We do. It's going to be number 21, Natalia Spiegel.
You can tell Massenet is not happy with coming out of the game, even though it's less than a minute left in this first quarter.
I wouldn't be happy either. She's the conference player of the year. You want to be in as many games as you can.
Yeah, and as many minutes as possible.
Alas, she's going to go to the bench. Ubel goes to the line. First one, in and out. And that gets some friendly cheers from the CMU student section. Ubel trying to go 1 for 2. See if she knocks it down. And she does.
She makes the second one.
24 to 19. So 50 seconds left. CMU can't hold the ball for the last possession, but they might be able to get a little 2 for 1 depending on what kind of defense they play after this possession. Cook. And I think they're going to get J.C. Kennedy with a foul, and they do.
Yep, a move the screen.
So that's going to be Kennedy's second foul. And CMU getting in a little bit of foul trouble early on here. And freshman Talia Carter, she's a freshman out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. She's going to make her debut in this game. And the official's saying, come on in.
It's a big opportunity for Talia Carter, a.k.a. Flip, getting here, getting the game early.
Yes. She's a 6-foot freshman. And Culbertson on the inbound from Ubel. So Central should get the last shot here, barring a offensive foul by Clarke, depending on what happens here. Culbertson. Ubel.
Had a bit of miscommunication there.
Looking for Kelchin. Kelchin with it now with Beck guarding. Over to Peterson. That's Izzy Peterson. Peterson drives on Spiegel. Got the and one. What a play by the junior.
Tough bucket.
5'5" junior guard out of Oregon High School. And she cuts this lead to 24-21, and we'll see if she can get the three-point play the old-fashioned way.
Oregon, Wisconsin. That's
what it says on this sheet. Oregon, Wisconsin.
It's pretty far.
Shot is up, and she got it. 24-22.
2-point matchup.
All right, so Central's got an opportunity to hold for the last shot here. Cook is going to take it up the left side with Culbertson guarding. Beck with the screen. Over to Bakarova. Bakarova with Peterson guarding Cook.
Whoa.
Nice little fake. Shot up, blocked by Ubel, though. Good defense by Clarke. And that's going to do it here at the end of the first quarter. So after a little bit of a slow start for Central, they come out and they take a 24-22 lead in that first quarter in a high-scoring quarter by both teams. Normally it's a little bit flipped, depending on who's playing. But I mean, overall, I think that's a pretty solid quarter for both sides. Foul trouble on both sides, so I think that we'll see if that impacts them going forward. You'd have to agree, though, don't you think, Jay Sean?
Oh, most definitely. I can't argue with you on that. I mean, we're both thinking the same thing. And I feel like the only thing the Eagles have to do, the only thing I feel like the Eagles have to do is, just not be so aggressive. You can be aggressive, but not too aggressive. That resulted in, the 5 fouls in just the first quarter we've had.
Yep. I would agree. So let's look at some quick stats for you folks here listening. Again, we appreciate you always tuning in our broadcast. Central 8-16 from the floor, 50%. Clarke 7-13, 53.8%. CMU 3-4 from long range. 2 of those are from Bakarova, 1 of those from Kennedy. Clarke doing well too. Not quite as many threes. 2 of 3 for 66%. Free throw percentage on both sides is pretty good. 83.3 for CMU, 85.7 for the Pride. Turnovers are fairly even. I think it's going to be the fouls that get CMU in trouble here. They've got 8 fouls already in that first quarter compared to just 3 for Clarke. So we'll see what kind of factor that plays. We'll see who comes back out.
Oh, yeah, that's because of the technical fouls, too.
Those technical fouls. Darina Bakarova, she leads the way with 8 points. 2 of 3 from beyond the arc. Leah Massenet, Conference Player of the Year. She's got 6. Zatori Cook 5. J.C. Kennedy 3. Leah Johnson 2. Moving over to Clarke. Tina Ubel is matching Bakarova with 8. Perfection from beyond the arc. She's 1 of 1. Can't get much better than that. Emma Kelchin, she's got 5. Gianna Mickles with 4. Izzy Peterson 3. Skylar Culbertson 2. And I mean, I like a balanced scoring attack. I think that means you can kind of go any which way you want. And
agreed.
I think is if you want to win a national championship or a conference tournament championship, those are some of the things you need to do. So Carter in for Massanet. Johnson is back in. Spiegel still in for Kennedy.
And the second quarter is underway.
John Mickles is going to dish it over to Culbertson, and we'll get things rolling here.
We're going to have Leah Johnson checking back in the game.
Yep.
Starting for the quarter.
Yep, she's back in. She's got 2 fouls, though, so she's going to need to be careful. We'll see how they want her to play, if it's a little more conservative with those 2 fouls. Mickles, Ubel, over to McDermott. It's Nicole McDermott. She's the only junior in the starting 5. Ubel. Thought about a 3, thought better, though. She dishes that off to Kelchin. Kelchin with a long 3, nothing doing. Carter with the rebound.
Slight pump fake there.
Yep. Thought she might have got away with the travel, but she kept her toes down. So
that's what I think the fans will agree too, Rachel.
Yep. She got her toes down, though, so I think that's fine. They'll get back her over on the travel there, though. I think she tripped and fell and went right to her knees, and that'll get called every time.
Yeah, she did.
Yep.
The fans are not happy with that call.
No, but it's accurate, though.
Yeah.
It is accurate.
True.
So Culbertson with Cook guarding. Got a little double team going here. We'll see. Got her in a trap on the baseline. Good job. Just get it over McDermott. McDermott to Ubel for 3. In and out. Talia Carter with the rebound. Carter over to Cook. Cook's going to bring it up on the left side. Down to Johnson. Johnson got it.
Easy 2.
Johnson's got 4. CMU extends their lead 26-22. Culbertson, Cook guarding, sends it up, and she is denied by Leah Johnson. Good job by Clarke to maintain possession on an offensive rebound. And the officials were asking for a reset on the shot clock. They didn't get it.
Yeah.
And I would agree.
You can see the referee constantly moving his hand back and forth.
He was moving his hands. He was asking for, I don't know if it was a reset or something. We'll see what he does.
Yeah, it was something for sure. The way his hand was spazzing.
Yes. And
Coach Mike Davis is trying to get an explanation. He's
yeah,
trying to get an understanding.
I'm not sure. That ball didn't hit the rim. It was blocked.
Yeah, so
Maybe it did hit. I don't know. Regardless, the clock's now at 26 seconds. Yeah. All right. Anyway, Culbertson.
Yeah, anyways.
McDermott, we'll move on.
Great defense by Spiegel.
Yep, even better defense by McDermott. She takes it right back, and Cook's going to get a quick foul. That'll be her first personal foul of the game.
Not bad coming from the defensive player of the year. First foul. And
yeah, so Tori Cook, defensive player of the year.
I know she has maybe, a couple steals so far.
Let's see if I can find her on here. Nicole McDermott to the line, shooting 1. Missed the first.
In and out.
In and out.
Got to be the most hated form of basketball. Yeah.
Missing free throws?
Yes. Well, any shots going in and out of the rim.
Oh, yes. Yep.
I know I hate him as a basketball player because it comes off good, comes out of your hand feeling great, feeling like it's going to go in, and next thing you know, in and out.
She makes the second one, though. Cuts the CMU lead 26-23. High pass by Cook, and Spiegel couldn't corral it. Back row ends up with it, and that'll be a jump ball possession arrow that's going to stay with Central. So we look a little bit out of sync. You know, we're scoring buckets, we're making plays, and I think the atmosphere might also play a factor into that. But
yeah, I believe so too.
Yep.
The adrenaline get the rushing.
It does. Back row over to Cook for a long 3. Got it.
Goes in. It goes in. It doesn't come out.
She matches Dorina Bakarova with 8. And CMU leads 29-23. Culbertson drives on Cook. And no man's land down there in the corner.
Yeah, no
she
man's land.
She gets off to Mickles. Mickles drives on Carter.
Charge.
No, I think they may have got a blocking call. And I'm not sure who's down over here. I think that might be
We might
Mickles.
have a nosebleed.
Might have
yeah, we do have a nosebleed.
So they're going to give that foul to Mickles. And we had that a couple games ago. We had I don't know if it was a broken nose or a bloody nose, but we had an injury when Central played Baker in the conference quarterfinals, and it was, it's basketball. It's a physical game. It's not as physical as football, but you got elbows flying down there.
Oh, yeah. It's very physical.
And you got some big athletic women down in the posts wanting to make sure you don't score.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Dan.
Yep, Dan, our AT, and all the ATs from around the conference and around the country that do everything to keep our players safe and healthy on the floor. We appreciate you guys as always. So that's going to go down as an offensive foul on Mickles, and that'll be a turnover as well. She'll go to the bench and get some treatment. And Maya Mershman's going to check back in. Mershman, a sophomore guard out of Donaldson, Iowa. She graduated from Central Lee High School. And I think we're going to go to the benches. And I think they might have a review, and we're going to see maybe if it was a flagrant, if it was a flagrant 1, flagrant 2.
Yeah.
We'll have to check on that and see. But let me see if I can pull up some all-conference stuff where I've been talking about CMU all night, and that's great and all. But I know I got some Clarke folks on listening in on. So Nicole McDermott, first-team all-conference selection. Tina Ubel, first-team. Emma Kelchin, second-team. Skylar Krobelson, second-team. Taylor Haase, Gianna Mickles, and Maya Mershman, all honorable mention. I think they lead the conference, if I'm counting right. I think that's 7 total.
I think it is.
It is 7. Math is hard some days, guys, so
it can be, especially when you're tired sometimes.
Yeah, it's been long days, but this is fun. This is why you come to work every day for these kind of games.
Oh, yeah.
So
it's the light of my day. I love
is.
seeing a competitive basketball game.
For sure, and I'll run through CMU's. Nana Massanet, she was the Hart Player of the Year, Hart Conference first-team selection, as was Zatoria Cook. She was the Hart Defensive Player of the Year. Head coach Mike Davis, he was named the Hart Coach of the Year, as well as Camden Levitt, the Assistant Coach of the Year. So they swept the coaching awards. And sophomore Leah Johnson, she was a first-team all-conference selection, and named the Hart All-Defensive Team. Is just a beast down low.
Oh, yeah. Averaging a double-double.
She
like
does.
that.
She averages a double-double, 2.2 blocks a game.
That's impressive.
Three-time Conference Player of the Week.
Wow.
She's just a stud. Darina Bakarova, she was a first-team all-conference selection. In her final year, she'll probably be, I don't want to jinx it, she'll probably be an All-American. She was an honorable mention last year. I think, Jason, you told me you think, I think any of the starting 5 on either side of this, on either side of these teams, you've got All-Americans all over the floor, all conference selections. It's a great matchup, and it's 2 great teams.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Think about it. Look, that explains how both of these teams are able to come here in Fayette, Missouri, here in Puckett Fieldhouse to play for the conference tournament championship. Everything speaks for itself. You got great players, you got great teammates, you got great coaching staff, great athletic staff, and everything. It speaks for itself.
Yeah, it does, and it kind of, also I attribute to the solidness of this conference. It's a little bit of a down year for the Hart, but traditionally you're putting 3, 4, 5 teams from the Hart in the national tournament.
Very impressive.
It's consistently those same 4 or 5, and it's just it's awesome. I think the Hart's one of the best conferences in the country, if not the best conference in all the NAI.
Oh yeah, I would most definitely agree with you.
Yep.
Not only because I'm in the Hart, but like I said, everything speaks for itself.
Yeah, and I'm a little bit biased, but I'm a Baker grad. I went to Baker, so I don't really have a crazy affiliation with any of these schools from an alumni standpoint, other than the fact that I work at CMU. But I just appreciate good basketball and good conference basketball at that. We'll see what the officials call here. If they called we'll see if Gary on the PA gives us a heads up. Maybe they might have just said no flagrant there. We'll just play on.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. So I think that's what it may be as
Yep.
well. Oh, and also shout out to JC Kennedy for all defensive team, first team.
Yeah, she's another one. Did I miss JC? Did I miss her?
Yeah, I think you did, but it's
man.
okay. You're not
JC,
perfect.
forgive me.
I got your back, JC.
Yep. Jay Sean's got you covered. All right, Cook back to Cook as we resume action. Cook. Nice find by Cook, and Spiegel is going to get the easy layup.
That was pretty smooth there.
Yep, just found a hole in the zone defense there. And Central leads 31-23.
And that's how you break that zone.
Yep. Culbertson. Over to Kelchin. Kelchin to Culbertson. Mickles. Back in action. McDermott dishes down to Mickles with Carter guarding.
Oh,
and I think they're going to get Carter on the travel.
That will be a travel.
Mickles on the travel. And we'll have a couple more substitutions. Nana Massenet's going to make her way back in this game. She's going to sub in for Talia Carter. And Robin Beck is going to give Leah Johnson a break. And 7:18 left to go. CMU's got a 31-23 lead here.
Whoa, you got a little slip and fall there.
Back her over for 3. Nothing doing. And Spiegel almost had the rebound, but she was hovering over that out-of-bounds line, and unfortunately the ball landed on the out-of-bounds line. And when that happens, then it's going to go the other way. And that's what happened.
Great effort by Spiegel there. Even though you didn't get the ball, still great effort. You get an A for effort.
A for effort, for sure. Izzy Peterson with it now.
Spiegel guarding.
McDermott. Culbertson. Culbertson with Cook on her. Culbertson's going to take the 3 from the corner. Comes out. And that's going to be a jump ball, and I think that's going to stay with Clarke, and it will. So that's going to be an offensive rebound for Emma Kelchin.
Yep, I guess next possession will be Central Methodist ball.
Yep, once that ball is inbounded, they'll flip that. Possession arrow.
Mm-hmm.
Having some sort of discussion here with our officials. Officials were giving some looks to our student section, so they might be in the doghouse a little bit. Not sure. Never good. Peterson over to Mershman. Mershman back to Peterson. Peterson was looking down low. Nicole McDermott calling out a play from the corner. Culbertson, Spiegel guarding. She drives on the right side. Over to Culbertson. Culbertson from downtown.
She almost had it there.
And good defensive board by Massenet. And we're going to get Nicole McDermott with a foul. She was right on Massenet the entire way, going up the floor about 5 or 10 steps.
And that will be her first foul.
That's her first personal foul.
So she's not in the red zone.
Not in the red zone yet.
Not yet.
I don't think she's one to normally. I don't see her fouling out in too many games. Massenet with Cook.
Bring it up the court.
Cook with Culbertson guarding. Cook to Massenet. Massenet.
Oh.
Little step back from Massenet. Got it.
Stop and drop there.
Central extends their lead to double digits. First double-digit lead of the night.
Looking pretty good so far by the Eagles.
Culbertson. Over to Haase. Haase to Maya Mershman. Down to Haase. Haase back to Culbertson. She drives. Denied by Robin Beck.
Oh, my goodness.
And Bakarova with a good transition. Missed the layup, though. McDermott comes away with a rebound. Peterson over to McDermott. McDermott down low to Haase. Good defense. Double team by Beck and Spiegel. Peterson over to Mershman. Peterson drives. She's got a little hole. And she's going to get the and one there.
That's a pretty nice floater. A little drive.
Yeah, not a bad little left-handed floater there.
Like a Tim Duncan move. A little Mr. Fundamental.
Not bad at all. Tina Ubel's going to check in. She replaces number 2, Skylar Culbertson. That's going to be Spiegel's second personal foul. Second team foul of the quarter. And Culbertson's going to, again, try to shoot, try to get 3 points the old-fashioned. We'll see if she can do it.
A little three-point play.
First is up. Miss. And I think they're going to call a lane violation.
Yep, indeed they will.
Nope, they're going to call a foul. It's going to be on number 12, Taylor Haase. That's her second personal foul, third team foul of the quarter.
Excuse me there. I thought it was a lane violation, too.
I did, too. Emma Kelchin makes her return in this game. She replaces Haase. Bakarova. Good screen by Beck. Beck, Spiegel, down to Cook. Massenet battling with McDermott. Good defense, though, by McDermott. They'll stay with CMU.
Great defense.
5:07 left. 33-25 CMU.
Great way to be on her back there, trying to deny the ball, even though you're not in front of her.
Yep, good ball denial. Make sure you got your arm up and your hand up. Get in that passing lane, and that's what she did. Bakarova to Massenet. Massenet drives. Ball's up.
She almost had it. She would have put it up a little more. She put a little more strength to it. She would have
missed it, but she's going to go to the line and shoot shoot a pair. That's going to be Tina Ubel's first personal foul.
Now Clarke Pride.
Massanet shooting left-handed. Got the first.
Clarke Pride is in some, not foul trouble, but they have 4 fouls so far.
Yeah,
compared to the
14,
Eagles, too.
14 fouls for Clarke here in this quarter as Massanet shoots the second. She gets it. CMU lead back to 10, 35-25. 5 minutes flat remaining here in quarter number 2. Peterson over to Mershman. Mershman to Kelchin. Mershman with 2 on her. And I think
we have a charge.
We're going to get a charge there. Good defense again by Natalia Spiegel.
What a great basketball player
Izzy
move.
Peterson is going to check in.
That's Spiegel.
Excuse me, Culbertson's going to check in for Peterson. I think that's the second or third charge I've seen this game, so good defense by both sides. Cook. Over to Massanet. Massanet to Spiegel in the corner. Good job by Spiegel. Misses the layup, though, and Ubel with the rebound will go the other way. Culbertson driving. Over to Ubel. She shot a 3 last time. Let's see if she does it again. She says nope. Over to McDermott. McDermott with Cook guarding. Good little fake there by McDermott.
Yeah, great way to use the backboard there.
Yep.
You know,
35-27 CMU.
Most players forget they have a backboard and are scared to use the backboard.
Bakarova over to Beck. Beck known to shoot 3s.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't do it that time. A little too close. Defense. Massanet drives and got it. Good drive by Nana Massanet.
Skip through that lane.
Massanet's got 12. CMU leads 37-27. And McDermott, nice little turnaround by McDermott. And she's got 5. 5 for number 5.
5
Cook.
for number 5.
Cook.
Trying to get a play going for her.
Beck with the screen. Bakarova with it now. Over to Beck. Beck corner 3. Misses. Ubel rebounds it. We'll see if she takes it up the floor. She can. She's got good ball handling moves. She drives the lane. Going to get Spiegel with the foul, and that's going to be Spiegel's 3rd.
Yeah, she kind of swatted down there. And the refs just so happen to see it, catch it.
Yep.
3 fouls, second quarter.
Yep, so Spiegel's going to be done for the half. Coach Davis providing instruction to her. Ubel's going to shoot a pair. First one is up. Got it. Tina Ubel, senior forward out of Chicago. I'm not sure how to say this. I'm just going to say Wisconsin. I don't want to say the incorrect pronunciation. Offend anyone. She's got the second. Good.
Cut the
Clarke,
lead to 6.
Clarke trims the lead to 6, 37-31 CMU. Hart Tournament Championship. CMU looking to go 31-0. Clarke looking to win their 3rd straight conference tournament championship.
And a foul on
That's going to be her 3rd personal foul. So foul's starting to pile up for CMU, and Coach Davis is going to put Spiegel back in. She's also got 3. And that's something that, if you're a CMU fan, that makes you a little bit nervous.
Oh, yeah. Especially in a tight game like this, whether it's 6 points or 2 points.
Yep, you want your stars on the floor, and CMU goes about 7 or 8 deep, and then foul trouble certainly doesn't help you in a situation like this. Culbertson double teamed. McDermott.
A little miscommunication they had there.
Yep. Had some open space there. Elected to dish it off, though, to Culbertson. Culbertson back to Kelchin. Kelchin.
A push.
And they'll get Kelchin. They'll get Beck. That's going to be her 1st personal foul. 5th team foul of the quarter, so a couple more fouls, and we'll be in the bonus. 2:33 left on the clock. Clarke's getting back into this game, and they're doing it by forcing CMU to foul and getting to the charity stripe and knocking down their free throws, and they certainly are. First one by Kelchin is up and good. Clarke cuts the lead, 37-32. It's her 6th point of the game. We'll see if she can get 7. Second one is up. She got it. 37-33, 2:33 left here. Cook brings it up the floor. Bakarova with it now. Bakarova. Carter with the screen. Bakarova didn't take it, though.
No, she did not. Cook
at the top of the key. And good little Euro step there by Cook. Misses it, though.
She almost
and I
had
think
it.
they're gonna get Talia Carter with the over the back, I believe, and that's gonna be her first personal. We'll see if I'm right.
I'm telling you, these refs are calling every little thing. They are being very detailed tonight. Very detailed.
They are. But it's even, though, 5 fouls apiece.
Yeah, 5 fouls apiece.
So Mershman's going to go to the line and shoot a pair as well.
I think we're in the bonus.
I would say we must be at 7 because we're shooting free throws already. Yeah. The officials tell the scoreboard operators once it gets to 5, don't put any more up on the board. So Mershman, first one is up. No good. That gets some sarcastic applause from the CMU crowd.
You gotta love it, though. You gotta love it.
Mershman.
Great energy.
Gonna shoot the second one. Second one's up. And rims in and out. And Cook comes away with the rebound. Cook over to Spiegel. Spiegel back to Cook at the top of the key. Spiegel to Beck. Beck in the corner with Mershman guarding. Bakarova.
Well, she wanted to shoot it there, but she
Bakarova
got a
behind the back.
crossover.
Robin Beck for 3. In and out. Carter right there for the rebound, though. And he's going to draw a foul, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Shot was a little short by Beck there.
Skylar Culbertson, she's going to pick up her first personal foul. And Talia Carter's going to shoot a pair.
Great timing for Talia Carter to be down there to get the rebound. And
Carter is a 6-foot freshman out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Makes her first free throw, 38-33. She's got her first point of the game. We'll see if she can get another. Carter. Second one is up. No good. Ubel with the rebound, and we'll go the other way. Ubel with Bakarova guarding. Over to Culbertson. Culbertson with a little bit of space. She'll take it down to Ubel. Back to Culbertson. Culbertson with a 3 from the right side. Drew a little bit of iron. Good rebound by Spiegel, though.
Yeah, she said, I guess she realized, oh, you're not going to guard me? I'm going to shoot it.
Both teams look a little bit tired here as we've kind of slowed down the pace of play here.
Yeah, it has been seeming like this second quarter has been very long.
It's a physical game. Cook drives on Culbertson. Nice little play. Misses it, though. Misses the layup. And Kelchin with the rebound. Culbertson with Beck guarding.
Skip pass there.
Over to Mickles. Mickles, Culbertson. Back to Mershman. Mershman. Over to Kelchin. Kelchin to Mickles. Mickles drives on Carter. And they're going to get a travel on Mickles. The crowd wanted it a lot sooner, but she kept her pivot foot for a while until she didn't, and she fell down, so that'll be a travel and a turnover.
I think that's her second one of the night so far. Yep. Same thing.
Yep. 52 seconds left. Central leads 38-33 here in this conference tournament championship. CMU looking to go to 31-0 on the season, while Clarke is looking to win their 3rd straight conference tournament title. Beck with the 15-foot jumper. She got it.
Butter. We'll crossover, pull
CMU
up.
CMU leads 40-30. Mershman drives on Carter. Good drive by Mershman.
They respond with the 2 of their own. The clock is still going.
So, clock's still going. We'll see what Central decides to do, what play Coach Davis calls out. 17 seconds left. CMU's going to go into the half with the lead. Coach Boyd shouting out instructions to her defense. Cook sends it over to Bakarova. Bakarova for 3.
Quick 3, and it goes in. Trey Ball.
Tina Ubel with a long 3 from half court.
Whoa, she almost
got
that.
it. She almost got it, and Bakarova with the 3 just right before time expires is going to push Central's lead to 43-35 here in the first half. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're listening to CMUEagles.com here on the CART Conference Network.
Don't leave.
right, guys, that was our nationally ranked CMU volleyball program. They finished the year number 19 in the final. Actually, they do final polls. They don't do a postseason poll. So I had to correct myself there. Number 19 in the NAI national rankings. Advanced to the NAI National Championship Tournament for the 5th straight year, and have really done a good job. So shout out to Coach Coleman Lee and his staff. So we'll give some quick stats here for you guys, and then I'm going to take a break, and we'll come back with Jay Sean and myself on the call for the second half. CMU's got a 43-35 lead. Let's see if I can pull up some quick stats. So Central 43, Clarke 35. CMU shooting 48.4% from the floor. And Clarke right behind him, 11-24 at 45.8%. CMU 5 of 9 from downtown. Clarke struggling a little bit, just 25%, 2 of 8 from long range. Both teams, CMU shooting 8 of 10 from the charity stripe. Clarke usually traditionally a pretty good free throw shooting team. They're down just to 11 of 16 for 68.8%. Central's forced 9 Clarke turnovers, but Clarke's got the edge on the boards, 18-13. 3 offensive rebounds apiece. Good ball movement, though, from Central. They've got 14 assists on their 15 made baskets, so you like to see that ball movement. 14 fouls for Central. That's going to come key in the second half of play as we get further and further into this game. Clarke with 9. Bench points, Clarke with 7 compared to just 5 for CMU. Second chance points, Clarke's got a pair, none for CMU yet. Points in the paint, fairly even. Clarke 18, CMU 16. And let's go down and we'll look at some leaders for you. CMU's got 2 Eagles in double figures. Nana Massanet leads the way. She's got 12 points and 2 rebounds. She's 4 of 8 from the field and 4 of 4 from the free throw line. She's got 3 fouls, though, so that'll be something to watch. Darina Bakarova, she's got 11 points, 3 of 5 from 3, and then 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. She's got 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 foul for her. Cook's got 8, Johnson's got 4, Kennedy's got 3, Spiegel's got 2, but you've got 2 Eagles with 3 fouls in that first half, and 2 of them also have a pair. Let's go over to Clarke University. Tina Ubel, she leads the way. She's got 10, 3 of 6 from the floor, 1 of 2 from 3, and she's knocked down 3 of 4 free throws. She's also got 3 rebounds, an assist, and 1 foul. Emma Kelchin, 7 points, 1 of 4 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3. She's a perfect 4 of 4 from the charity stripe. She's got 3 rebounds. Izzy Peterson and Nicole McDermott sharing those point guard responsibilities, along with Skylar Culbertson. Peterson and McDermott both have 5. Jan Mickles, she's got 4. Culbertson 2. Mershman with 2. And Culbertson's also got 4 rebounds. She leads the way as the guard who's kind of controlling the pace of the game. She's got 4 assists as well to lead the way. So, Jashawn, I kind of want to get your first half thoughts again. CMU started out a little bit slow in that first half. Clarke kind of came out and punched him in the mouth and said, take our best shot. And CMU responded well and then kind of came back and got into this game. What do you think some of those key things were to get them back in?
The main key things that I would say, or I would continue saying, is defense and stop not being so careless with the ball. We have to, as Eagles, we have to protect the ball more. We can move in transition as fast as we want to, but the thing is we have to be able to take care of the ball. No careless turnovers such as just over the head passes, not just over the head passes, tongue twister, but just making sure your teammate is looking at you when they're getting ready to pass them the ball. And I feel like that's one of the main things. And also just too much dribbling. And we can't afford to be doing too much dribbling, over dribbling.
Yep, I watched now that you mentioned that, I watched a special. I don't know, some of you folks that are maybe in your mid-30s or getting into your 30s like I am, there was a show called Night School with Bobby Knight. Back in the mid-2000s, he was looking to bring on a walk-on, and he had a show called Night School on ESPN, and one of the things that he really emphasized to his walk-ons as they were going through this process was, he actually, a ball was being dribbled too much in practice, so he said, get rid of that ball. It's been dribbled too much. So, like you said, Jay Sean, I think dribbling is good to an extent, but then you really want to get that ball whipped around the floor and make some things happen.
Yeah, like Kobe. He said one move, get straight to the point. You can dribble a couple times, go straight to the goal. Or create a move, create some space, jump shot. There you go. It's very easy, but I think as players sometimes we tend to make it harder for ourselves by overthinking. And I feel like that's what the Eagles. That's what we were doing at first. In the first quarter, the first 5 minutes in the first quarter, I felt like we were doing some overthinking, and we weren't really just on our P's and Q's at first. But it shows right now, 43-35. The Eagles have bounced back so far, bounced back tremendously.
Yep. And one quick note, I got a text from my AD. He said one of the Clarke men's coaches texted him and said, Tina Ubel's hometown is Shiocton, Wisconsin. You guys remember earlier I read it and I started to say it, and then I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to say that correctly, so I'm not going to say it at all. So Clarke men's basketball, if you guys are watching, I appreciate you giving me that shout out, relaying it to my AD. I knew it would get up to me at some point. Most things do. So again, Miss Tina Ubel from Shiocton, Wisconsin. She's a 5'11" senior forward, and she's done well here, and she's one of those seniors. 4 or 5 of Clarke's starting 5 are going to be seniors, so this is their last run at a championship. We'll see if they can go for their 3rd straight conference tournament championship. However, the number 1 team in the country, the only undefeated team left in the nation, Central Methodist at 30-0, is in their way. They lead here at halftime, 43-35 in this conference tournament championship game. So, Jay Sean, if you don't have anything else, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to get a drink of water, walk around.
Else. I'm going to take the quick break with you.
Yep. Stretch my legs, do some stuff. It's about 7:15 on the clock. We'll be right back. We appreciate you guys tuning in with us. This is CMUEagles.com here on the Hart Conference Network.
Don't leave.
All right, guys, we are back for second half action. Central leads Clarke University 43-35. As we get things going here. And we're going to have a stoppage in play. Not sure what happened. Had some kind of issue with the board. I think it's the shot clock. I think it was at 30, and now it's at 28. But the game clock itself is at 9:55, so they're going to switch it to 27. We'll get things rolling here. Got all our starters up on the board. CMU with the first possession of quarter number 3, excuse me. Kennedy, Massenet, Ubel guarding. Massenet drives on Ubel. Might have gotten away with the travel there. They didn't call it, though.
Whoa, what the
Kennedy,
spin
nice
move.
little spin move. Johnson, good rebound. Got it. Another miss, another rebound, and she finally got it. 3 straight rebounds for Leah Johnson.
Great effort.
And I tell you, she's a double-double machine, and you can see why, because half of her rebounds come on the offensive glass.
Oh, yeah.
Ubel. Over to Mickles. Mickles, Culbertson. Kelchin. Good defense by CMU. And I think that's going to be a jump ball. I think it's going to stay with Clarke, though.
Or what does Phil say? Held the ball.
Phil says held the ball.
Yeah, held ball.
Held ball?
Yeah, held ball, because they don't jump ball like the NBA does.
Oh. Well, that would make sense. I'm going to stick with jump ball just because I like that. I don't know if I could say held ball. McDermott.
Shout out to Phil, though.
Yep, shout out to Phil. We miss you. And I think they're going to get Nana Massenet with another foul. So that's her 4th personal foul just 50 seconds into this third quarter. And that is a big, big, big foul. Spiegel's going to check in.
Yeah, that is something you do not need right now today.
Coach Davis providing instruction, talking to her about what was going on that play. McDermott's going to go to the line. She's going to shoot a pair. McDermott, a junior guard out of Cascade, Iowa. First one's up. She got it. 45-36. Central leads. McDermott. Shot is up. She got it. Spiegel is going to inbounds to Kennedy. So McDermott's got 7. Clarke trails by 8. Cook drives on Culbertson. Misses the layup. Ubel rebounds.
She almost had that layup if she would have.
She did. Culbertson picked up her dribble. She dishes it off to Ubel. Kelchin in the corner. Back over to Merschman. Merschman to Culbertson. Merschman with Bakarova guarding. She's going to take a jump shot right inside the three-point line. Good defensive rebound by Johnson, though.
Another rebound.
Yep, she's got to have, I don't know how many she's got. If I look on my sheet, she's got, it says 2, but I think she had three boards on that last one, so that's at least 5, now 6. Johnson misses the layup, though. Good job by Clarke to rebound. We'll go the other way. Culbertson. Down to Kelchin. Kelchin back to McDermott. McDermott from 3 in the corner. Long rebound, though, by Culbertson. She's got Bakarova and Kennedy guarding her. And Bakarova's going to force the turnover, and I think we're going to get a defensive foul. That'll be against Clarke.
It will be.
That's going to be Skylar Culbertson's 2nd personal foul. It's going to be the first team foul of the quarter. And Phil Fortaleza corrected me, so there's once you get to 5 fouls, then it's the bonus. So, Phil, thank you for correcting me on that.
Shout out to Phil again.
Yep, always watching. Kennedy over to Johnson. Johnson back out to Kennedy. Kennedy back to Johnson down low. Kick ball there. Kennedy comes away with it. Cook down to Spiegel. Spiegel with a layup. No good, though. Good rebound by Culbertson. Good defense by Clarke and Ubel. Culbertson drives. She's got Cook
pretty hard.
And Johnson. She goes down. We'll see if they call a foul or if it's just an out of bounds. I think it was just out of bounds. Good defense, though, by Cook and Johnson. And if you're Leah Johnson, you don't want to pick up your 3rd foul. If you're Natalia Spiegel, you don't want to pick up your 4th foul. Mickles from long range, 3, in and out. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson to Kennedy. Kennedy over to Bakarova. Bakarova to Spiegel from the left side. 3 is up, no good. And I think they're going to get Spiegel on her 4th foul, and they do. It's going to be an over the back.
Wow.
And she knew it too.
Just got to be more smarter.
Yep, you just got to be smarter on those plays. It was a long rebound. You weren't going to get it, and Robin Beck's going to check in.
Good substitution, though.
Yep, Izzy Peterson's going to replace Culbertson. She's going to run the point. Either her or McDermott. One of the two. We'll see which one. It's going to go to McDermott. Ubel. Ubel's going to bring it up the floor. Beck's going to meet her at about the 3-point line. Peterson. Over to Mickles. Mickles, Ubel. She's shot 3s before, and she can make them. Peterson. Kennedy guarding. Does a little pump fake. McDermott. Johnson guarding, so she thought better. Kicked it back out to Kelchin. Ball still loose on the floor. Beck comes away with it, and she dishes it off to Bakarova. It's 2-on-3, though. She's going to take a 3 from downtown. And I think they're going to get Ubel on a over the back as well.
Yeah, it was very obvious. Well, from my point of view, it was very obvious.
Yep. Cooked like she was going to have that board, and then Ubel just kind of went over the back and tried to tip it out of bounds, and she did, but in the process, she also picked up her 2nd personal foul. Mershman's going to come in, and she's going to replace Ubel.
Clarke's not really shooting the ball very well like they were in the first quarter.
Turnover, though, by CMU. Clarke comes away with it. Peterson with Kennedy guarding. You got 3-on-3. McDermott drives on Cook. McDermott. Nice pass. And I think they're going to get Johnson for her 3rd. We'll see. Nope, they're going to get Zatoria Cook. That's actually one I'm glad to be wrong on. Because if so, that would have been Johnson's 3rd. And slowly getting into a little bit of foul trouble. So Kelchin's going to go to the line. First one's up, good. She's senior center out of Bellevue, Iowa. Graduated from Bellevue High School. Kelchin. She's got 8. She's looking for her 9th. Misses it. Johnson comes away with the rebound. 6:25 remaining. CMU's got a 7-point lead on the 2-time defending conference tournament champions. 45-38. Johnson over to Cook on the right. Beck in the corner. She dishes it out to Johnson with Kelchin guarding. Good rebound, though, by Kennedy, and she's known to do that and just goes right back up. And with a strong layup from J.C. Kennedy.
Great move. Great hustle.
It was great hustle. Very good. And one of these days, I'm expecting her to get a triple-double because she kind of just does a little bit of everything, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah. It's the heart of a high mentality.
It is. It is, very much so. And they're going to get Bakarova. Bakarova went for the steal, but ran into Mickles in the process, and that'll get you a foul every time, and that's going to be her 2nd personal foul.
Yeah, she tried to gamble there, trying to play defense, trying to play a little off-ball defense there, and just anticipating that pass, and a little over-anticipated there.
I think she did, and I think that just the fact that you ran into Mickles, I thought she was going to come away with that steal, but nothing doing there. So contact is usually going to get called, and in that case it did, and Mickles is going to go to the line and look for a couple free throws. She knocks down the first. It's going to be point number 5 for Mickles. Mickles, a senior guard out of Bellevue, Iowa. She and Kelchin must have been teammates because they went to the same high school.
Yeah,
misses the 2nd.
That.
Yep, I saw that too. I was like, I've said Bellevue, Iowa a few times, and Bellevue High School. So.
Bellevue, Iowa. Yep. It's pretty cool, though.
She misses the 2nd. 1 and 2 from the line. CMU leads 47-39. Kennedy from 3. Got it.
That's her 2nd 3 of the night.
Kennedy's got 8. Kennedy and Leah Johnson having a little bit of fun. CMU's got a 50-39 lead. And I said this before, Jay Sean, but I think one of these days Kennedy's going to get a triple-double. She's usually flirting with at least 8 points, a few rebounds, a few assists. Those are kind of her, mainstays in basketball. More assists probably than anything else because she's the floor general. But I really like her game, and I respect what she can do.
You have no choice but to. I mean, that's the type of player you need.
Yep.
If you're not scoring the most points, it's not really about just scoring the points, but you got someone to play defense as well. You got someone to rebound for you. Just energy. She just brings everything to the table. And you can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong with having a player like J.C. Kennedy.
Yep.
And especially being the size she is, the shortest on the court.
Yeah, I'm not sure what she's listed as. Let me take a look. It says she's 5'6", but she's about my height, and I'm 5'3". At least that's what it says on my driver's license, and that's a lie.
Or maybe my height. I'm like 5'4".
Yeah, we're not very tall. We're not very tall people, so I'm going to disagree with that height. But we'll go with it for the sake of there's basketball height, and then there's not basketball height.
Yeah,
so
there you go.
Kennedy's basketball height is 5'6", and that's what we'll go with.
Yeah.
Clarke with possession. Mershman over to McDermott. McDermott looking for Culbertson. Culbertson with Kennedy guarding. And I thought that was going to go in now. Good dish there by McDermott.
I thought it was too.
Good dish by McDermott to find Peterson there, and Peterson's got 7. And I think Clarke's in a little bit of a zone, and it worked. It got CMU out of their normal offense, and they come away with the steal. And Mickles for 3. She got it.
Wow, make it a 6-point game.
6-point game, you're right. So CMU led 50-39, but Clarke comes out with 5 straight points out of that timeout. Kennedy looking for Johnson. Johnson to Bakarova. And I think they'll get McDermott for another foul. They do. That's going to be her second personal. That's the 3rd team foul of the quarter.
A little over-anticipation there, too, by Clarke.
I would agree. Ubel's going to check in. Ubel, one of 4 of the 5 seniors here in the starting 5. Nicole McDermott, she's the lone junior in that starting 5, so. It's a veteran team. They've done a lot. Back-to-back conference tournament championships, a couple regular season championships. Johnson, his Kennedy dishes down low. Good offense by Johnson on Kelchin. And she's got 8. 52-44 CMU.
I think they have Leah Johnson listed to have 5 rebounds. That might be wrong. I don't know if that's
we'll double 100%
check. Correct. But like
Nichols
said,
for 3. It was a long ball. Nothing doing. Rebound by Beck. Yeah, I know Johnson had at least 3 rebounds. She had a layup, a missed layup, and then a rebound, a layup, a rebound, and they're all on the offensive glass. So that was at least 3. We'll go back in and check. There. She was. Kennedy, nothing doing. Good offensive rebound by Johnson. Just powers over Clarke's defense down low. And she is an absolute beast down in the paint. She is hard to guard. You can't really move her because of her size, and she just does a great job. 3 from Mershman, rebounded by Kennedy.
But yeah, Rachel, you're absolutely right. You can't really do much with it. You can't really move her out the way. She's like a brick wall.
Yep. They did a good job early on her getting her into foul trouble, but she's played disciplined defense here and back. Good defense by Clarke. Bakarova. Kennedy to Beck from little 10-foot.
I thought we were going to have another 3-point make by J.C. Kennedy.
If we had a 3, the roof off this place would have been blown open. Blown off, blown open, something of that nature.
Same thing.
Yeah.
You good.
You guys know what I mean. 3 from Kelchin.
Well, we got a 3, just not from our team.
Just the other way. Kelchin's got 11. Clarke trims the lead. 54-47, 2:42 remaining. Kennedy knifes her way through the defense, misses the layup. Ubel with the rebound, and they're going to get Johnson with an over in the back. Not good positioning there. And that'll be her 3rd personal. And we'll have a host of substitutions. Carter started to come in, and then they said, no, you may not come in yet.
Guess the referee wasn't ready for her.
Yep, they wanted to come in and call the foul first. So Carter's going to come in and replace Johnson. We'll have a host of substitutions for Clarke. I'll see if I can get them all to you. Nicole McDermott's going to return, as is Taylor Hossey. Tina Ubel's shooting a pair at the line. She's going to shoot. Now we're at 5, so we're in the bonus. Skylar Culbertson and then Mershman also out on the floor. First one for Ubel is up, no good. Second free throw for Ubel. Clarke 15 of 22, make it 16 of 23. They're 68.2% from the charity stripe. A little uncharacteristic. Normally they're a pretty good free throw shooting team, and a few of those extra points would have make this game a little bit closer. It's about still pretty close at 6 points, but even closer than what it is. Cook to Kennedy.
She's trying to avoid that double team there.
Yep. Clarke in his zone. Carter a little too far under the basket, and she went up and ball came right back down at her and she hit the rim. That's going to be a jump ball.
I guess it was one of those things where you didn't realize how open you are, how close you are to the goal. You just try to chuck it up from what you last remembered.
Yep, she's a little too far under the bucket. And Gary called it a jump ball, so Phil, I'm going to keep saying jump ball on these possessions when those happen. I'm sure it's held ball somewhere, but I'm going with jump ball.
I'm pretty sure Phil will understand.
Phil will be fine. We can talk about it tomorrow. It's another conversation. Mickles driving on Carter, left-handed layup, no good, rebounded by Carter. She's going to dish it off to Kennedy. Kennedy's going to set up the offense. CMU leads 54-48, just under 2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Hart Conference Tournament Championship. CMU looking to win its first tournament title since 2020, while Clarke is looking to win its third straight. Robin Beck over to Kennedy. McDermott guarding. Kennedy.
Ooh,
nice
crossover.
Little switch there. Nice dish to Carter. Carter misses the layup, though. It's going to be rebounded by Clarke, and she's going to be wide open. Ubel down low on the transition. And good transition offense to defense for Clarke. Cook to Carter. And another missed layup for CMU. And Taylor Hosse's going to come away with the rebound. And a little unsettling here for CMU. They've had a couple opportunities. And I think they're going to get back her over with the foul. It's going to be her third personal. I think. Let me confirm. Yep.
Just sloppy basketball by the Eagles.
Yep. And that might just be some inexperience for the freshmen. A couple missed layups in a big championship game. You got a packed house coming to watch you. And Audrey Graham's going to come in and replace Carter. Audrey, a 5'7" guard out of Everett, Washington, is going to come in and see some action while Johnson rests on the bench. First free throw is up, no good.
No good.
Hosse misses the first. She's going to no points, 2 fouls in this game. You got to think she's wanting to get some buckets in a Hart Tournament Championship. Second one is up, no good though. Misses both. Back her over with the rebound, and Kennedy's going to bring it up as usual. Kennedy.
Cole was trying to play some sneak defense there.
Yep, Clarke was in a bit of a zone early. I think they switched back to man, and Carter just drives right around McDermott. All McDermott could do is foul, and that's going to be her third personal. And that's going to be Izzy Peterson. She's going to replace McDermott. Peterson, a 5'5" junior guard out of Oregon, Wisconsin, as Kennedy's going to go to the line and shoot a pair. Kennedy's got 8. She's looking for 10. We'll see if she can get there. First one is up. Got it.
Make it 9.
Make it 9. See if they put it up on the board for me here. Not yet. Might have some edits to our first. Second one is up. She got it.
10.
All right, so she's got 10. 56-50 here with just under a minute remaining in this Hart Conference Tournament Championship. Culbertson over to Ubel. Ubel was looking for Peterson down low. Good defense, though. Ubel with Bakarova guarding. Good defense, though. Mish layup. Beck comes away with the rebound, and Cook with it now. Cook's going to bring it out, and I think Coach Davis is going to say, yes, slow it down.
Might as well. You're under 30 seconds.
Yep, you're under 30 seconds.
Third quarter.
Kennedy with it now, guarding Ubel. A little bit of a mismatch. A nice spin move by Kennedy.
Move by J.C. Kennedy.
Good move by Kennedy, a little spin action. Culbertson's going to put one up right under 10 seconds, and she responds. Kennedy, 3 seconds, 2, 1. She's going to chuck one from half court, and it's going to be no good. So a couple good, quick offensive plays from the guards. Kennedy and Culbertson kind of punch for punch thrown there, and CMU's got a 58-52 lead here as we head to the fourth. And I've said it once, I've said it twice, I said it a lot tonight. This is what you want in a conference tournament championship. The number 1 team in the country, number 7 team in the country, your 1 and 2 seeds in the conference tournament. They're both going to be making noise in the national tournament. They're both going to be hosting opening rounds next week at their respective sites. CMU will be right here at Puckett Fieldhouse March 7th and 8th. Clarke will host up in Dubuque, Iowa, which is about 6 hours north, right on the edge of the Wisconsin-Iowa border. So you love to see that. And again, you guys can catch all of that action on the Hart Conference Network. For CMU, it'll be at cmueagles.com, and for Clarke, it's going to be clarkepride.com, I believe. Let me double check myself. It is, I'm correct.
Yes, ma'am.
So do a couple quick stat checks for you guys as we head into the third. Kennedy, Massanet, Bakarova, Johnson, all with double digits. 12 for Massanet and Kennedy, 11 for Bakarova, 10 for Leah Johnson. Tina Ubel leads the way. She's got 13, 1 of 2 from 3, 4 of 6 from the charity stripe. Kelchin with 11, Gianna Mickles with 8, Peterson, McDermott both with 7, Skylar Culbertson 4, and Maya Mershman 2. Zatori Cook's got 8 for Central, and both Spiegel and Robin Beck have a bucket, and Talia Carter, 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. She's got 5 rebounds as we get ready to start the final quarter of this conference tournament championship. It's going to be a good one, guys. We appreciate you sticking around and watching with us.
And by the way, J.C. Kennedy is perfect from the three-point line. She's only 2 for 2.
Free throw line that you want to, those are freebies, so you want to make those, especially in games like this. Audrey Grant from 3, in and out. Rebounded by Cook, though. Couldn't handle it, though, and it'll come away with Gianna Mickles. A little bit of double team. This is that stingy defense that Coach Davis always likes. Culbertson down to Ubel. Ubelson, and an and one for Ubel. Great play. Great play. That'll be Robin Beck's first personal foul. Not nearly as in much foul trouble as that's her second personal. You see Nana Massanet, Leah Johnson have both been sitting a long time over on that bench.
Yeah.
Those are 2 big pieces. Ubel makes the third, and lead is now 58-55 with just under 9:34 remaining here in the final quarter of this Hart Conference Tournament Championship. Bakarova. Beck was looking for a screen. Bakarova down in no man's land. She dishes it off to Cook. Nice pass from Bakarova to Cook. 60-55.
Blocking
and
foul.
we'll get a blocking foul on Zatoria Cook. I think that's going to be her 4th personal. So again, that's another one. Coach Davis is going to have to manage this foul trouble because Johnson's going to come back in, and I think Johnson's got 4 as well.
No, she's
only at 3. Well, that's good. So Darina Bakarova with 3. Leah Johnson 3, Cook with 4. Culbertson. Culbertson with it again. Mickles. Mickles with the jumper just inside the arc. Misses, rebounded by Cook. Cook up to Bakarova. Bakarova with Mickles guarding. Kennedy back to Cook. Cook from 3. And she got the friendly bounce. That went off the backside of the rim and just kind of rolled in. So
it's pretty nice.
Yeah, make sure that camera stays zoomed in right there, Jay Sean. That looks good.
Okay.
Yep. And miss layup by Culbertson. Johnson with the rebound. CMU's got a little bit of a fast break. Kennedy's going to go up. Misses the layup. Rebounded by Ubel, and that's about 3 or 4 missed layups from CMU that could have really stretched this game out.
Yeah.
Nothing doing, though.
Most definitely. I agree. You're going to need those.
Yep. Missed opportunities. It's going to go back to CMU, though. Audrey Graham getting some significant minutes. She's been averaging just a few minutes per game here, but she's playing some of the biggest minutes of her young career as an Eagle. CMU's going to try and break this press. They get it over the line. And McDermott just got a little too excited there. Good job by Kennedy to kind of bait her into that foul. And that's going to be McDermott's 4th personal foul.
Great thinking by J.C. Kennedy there.
Head coach Courtney Boyd going to make a few substitutions. Coach Boyd in her 6th season as head coach of Clarke University, and she's done a great job with this program. Kennedy, Bakarova. Looks like Clark's back in his zone. They dishes it off to Johnson. Back to Cook. Kennedy thought about a 3. Elected not to. She dishes it over to Audrey Graham. Audrey Graham for 3 as the clock expires. Misses, though.
She might need a little bit more time there to try to get that big point off.
Kelchin, Tori Cook with the turnover. We'll see if she tries to go up. And she walked. She did. Yep. It's the right call.
Now, I might have to disagree with you, Rachel. That seemed like a pump fake, trying to draw the contact.
No, she took a step, and then she pumped fake, and then took another step.
Oh, that makes
so,
sense.
and
Yeah,
I think she was just I think she forgot. I think her awareness, she thought she was a little closer to the basket than she was, and leaned forward and took that additional step.
Yeah, that makes sense now.
Yeah,
Right.
official was right there, so that's a good call. So turnover for CMU. Clarke, Mershman on the little give and go, and they'll get back her over for her fourth.
Looked like she tried an alley hoop there, but the alley
They
hoop
did
layup.
a little NBA alley oop. Nothing wrong with that. If it works, awesome. If it doesn't, try again. Nana Massanet, she's going to replace Audrey Graham. Massanet's got 4. Cook's got 4. Bakarova's got 4. Johnson's got 3. The only one really in the clear is Kennedy. She's got 2. So some work to do for CMU over this last 7 minutes of play. Kennedy, a little bit of a mismatch on Kelchin. Kelchin with the layup. Misses it. Johnson on the rebound.
Good
Kennedy
defense.
over to Bakarova. Bakarova drives on Ubel, dishes it back out to Massanet. Massanet, some of her first action in quite a long time. She and Johnson have been out with the foul trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Massanet down to Johnson. Johnson blocked by Kelchin, though she comes away with the defensive board. And good rebound, and she'll dish it off to Ubel. And Ubel's going to commit a turnover. Cook comes away with a foul over to Kennedy. Kennedy's got it in the end one.
Crowd is going crazy.
Again, we've talked about it all season. Unselfish basketball from Zatoria Cook and CMU as a whole. And going back up and down the floor, exchanging that ball. CMU's got a 65-55 lead as Culbertson commits her third personal foul. Kennedy's going to go for 3 the old-fashioned way. And she leads this. Doesn't lead them quite yet, but she could match. Actually, no, she does lead. She's got 14. Looking for 15. Spiegel going to come in and replace Zatoria Cook. Spiegel, if those of you that remember 2019-20 team, that was a team that went 31 and I think it was 31-2. They were quite the stud team, and they swept the conference and the tournament championship, the regular season championship, as Kennedy knocks that down. They were on their way to what many think a national championship before it got canceled due to the COVID-19 pandemic, and that was probably one of the best teams in CMU program history. This team, CMU this year might very well match that team or surpass them. We'll have to see. So they're well on their way, though. 6:32 away from their first conference tournament championship since 2020. We'll never know what happened with that team because of COVID, but again, I said many people think that they were going to come away with a national championship before that was shut down. So Spiegel, the lone remaining senior on that squad, looking to have a bookend to her career.
Pretty good career she's having. Starting off champion and
That's a classic bookend, and she's had some injuries. She's had some knee injuries throughout her career. Didn't play much. I think as a sophomore, maybe a junior. I forget which year exactly, but didn't play much. Didn't see a lot of action, but you got to appreciate that senior leadership on the floor.
Oh, yeah. Got to love it. You need that type of energy. You need that type of role.
We'll see what Clarke can do here. See if they can cut into this lead a little bit. Mickles drives on Bakarova. Good block by Bakarova. Comes away with a defensive rebound. And again, just stingy defense by Central. Bakarova with Culbertson guarding. Johnson. Little 8-footer over Kelchin. Excuse me, Taylor Hasse. And she's got 12. CMU leads 68-55. And Taylor Hasse. And we'll see who they get that foul on. I'm not sure if that was on Johnson.
And it is.
And that's going to be her fourth. So 4 for Bakarova, 4 for Spiegel, 4 for Massanet, 4 for Johnson. As Kelchin's going to come in, she's going to replace Izzy Peterson.
I guess that lets you know the Eagles have been playing defense this whole game. If that makes it any better, somewhat better.
Yep, they're up 13, and this game's starting to get a little away a little bit from Clarke, and their shooting at the free throw line has not helped them tonight. 17-27 now, 17-28. They're flirting with just around 60% from the charity stripe. CMU hasn't gone to the line as much, but 11 of 13 at 84.6%. And she misses the second one. Kennedy comes away with the rebound, and it's an empty trip for Clarke. Kennedy over to Spiegel. Spiegel to Massenet. Massenet. Good pass to Johnson. Johnson over to Kennedy. Kennedy drives. Turnover, though. Kelchin comes away with the rebound, and Culbertson's going to drive. She dishes that out to Mickles.
Little butterfingers there by J.C. Kennedy.
And Merschman for 3. And that ball's just going to go out of bounds, so that'll be an offensive dead ball, or defensive dead ball rebound for the Eagles. 68-55 here. So, and Madison Lindauer is going to make her debut in this game. She's going to replace Taylor Haase, 5'11" guard out of Tomah, Wisconsin. She's a transfer out of University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire. And gets her first action in this game. Bakarova over to Massenet at the top of the key. Massenet gets the screen from Johnson, a little 10-foot floater, misses it though. Spiegel comes away with the rebound. Kennedy over to Massenet, got it.
Yes. Beautiful play.
Massenet's got 14. CMU extends their lead 70-55. 4:54 remaining here, and let me see how many assists Kennedy's got. They've got her for 5. I think that'll probably be her 6th once my live stats update.
I think it will be.
Yep, I would agree. So 15 points, 6 assists as we get a little bit of a replay there. And again, just good rebounding, staying disciplined. And then I've said it all. I've said it all day. I've said it all night. I'll continue to say it every time I'm on this broadcast. It's unselfish play from CMU, sharing the ball, good ball movement. And you can see it in the balanced scoring attack. You've got Kennedy with 15, Massenet 14, Cook 13, Johnson 12, Bakarova 11. You literally just go down.
Oh yeah.
The number chart. And I mean that's your starting 5 right there. And that's what you want to see. You want to see balanced scoring.
Yeah, and that explains why CMU are in the position they're in right now. You know, you're hosting not only #1 team in the nation, but #1 team in the conference, and you're getting the chance to host the opening round of the national tournament.
Yep. Which
is amazing, and not everyone is able to get that opportunity. So, kudos to the Central Methodist Eagles, Lady Eagles. Yeah,
they've done well, and again, both these teams are going to host opening rounds next week in their respective locations. CMU will host right here in Puckett Fieldhouse. Stuart Johnson, I believe, is going to be on the call for those games, and then Clarke is going to host 3 other teams up in Dubuque, Iowa that same week. So those will be the 2 automatic qualifiers. If CMU holds on, Clarke will secure the runner-up finish in the conference tournament. They'll earn that 2nd automatic bid into the national tournament. They're an opening round host. They're already locked in.
Yeah, locked in for sure.
Just some technicalities for you folks. And Culbertson from 3 in the corner, got it.
Wide open too.
Wide open. I think CMU's defense fell asleep there just a little bit. And lead is 70-58. Clarke needs stops. They need made baskets, and they need to make their free throws. If they want to climb back in this game, they need to draw some fouls. Because for the starting 5 here on the board, or at least on my board here in Puckett, they've all got 4 fouls. Massenet's one of them. Massenet over to Kennedy. Kennedy drives, 2 seconds on the shot clock. Nice little spin move by Kennedy. No good, though. Rebounded by Culbertson. Culbertson's looking to run. They're looking to go quick. Culbertson out to Ubel. Lindauer. And they're going to say that Culbertson stepped on the line, so that'll be a turnover.
Yep, out of bounds.
Nicole McDermott's going to come in, as is Zatoria Cook. McDermott is going to replace Merschman. And I don't know why I just blanked on who came in for CMU. Zatoria Cook.
Yeah.
Yep. I just had a moment where I was staring at her and I knew her name and just could not get it out of my mouth.
It's okay, a little brain fart there.
Yes, every now and then. Zatoria Cook, she comes in and she replaces Spiegel. Kennedy over to Massenet. Massenet's double team. She sends it over to Cook and they swing it around to Bakarova. And Clarke looking to crank up the pressure here with just under 4 minutes. They need stops. Massenet over to Bakarova. Bakarova back to Massenet. Johnson battling down low. Comes around and got it.
Buckets.
She's got 14. Culbertson. She had a little bit of space there. Nothing on 3. Lindauer with Kennedy guarding. nothing, but rebounded by Culbertson, missed again, and CMU's going to come away.
Make all of the starters for the Eagles in double digits. Karina Bakarova with 11. Zatoria Cook with 13.
Kennedy over to Bakarova. Sorry, Jay Sean, didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, you're good. JC Kennedy with 15.
Bakarova from 3, got it.
And another one, Trey Way, Trey Ball.
JC Kennedy's fired up. Gary Linhart, PA's fired up. And CMU extends their lead 75-58, just under 3 minutes. We are at 2:40 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Central well on their way to a sweep of the conference regular season and conference tournament titles. It'll be their first since 2020 when they swept both. As Clarke's title hopes are slipping away. We'll see if they can do anything here in this final 2:40 to get back into this.
Wisconsin history thing. Wisconsin history in the making.
Yep. It's a good team. 30-second timeout here by Clarke, I believe.
And we have Madison for Clarke subbing in.
All right, we're back. Culbertson gives it off to McDermott down low. 3 from Mickles. Misses, and I think that's going to be over the back on the Johnson. That's going to be her 5th personal foul. I think she knows it. She's going to walk away with a smile on her face. She's going to head to the line, and she's probably going to get a standing ovation, and she does from this CMU crowd.
She does. It's well-deserved. Shout out to Leah Johnson.
Yep, she fouls out with just right at 2:30 remaining here in this conference tournament championship. As Lindauer is going to go to the line and shoot a pair. Good night for Johnson. She finishes with 14 points, 8 rebounds, nearly a double-double. 7-11 from the floor. Good night for her. Lindauer makes the first.
It gets no better than that, Rachel.
Second one is up. Got it. 75-60 with 2:30 remaining. Massanet over to Cook. Cook, Massanet. Beck down low with Mershman guarding. Little Kobe fade away. Misses, though, and McDermott's going to come away with it. She's looking to run as they're running out of time. McDermott over to Lindauer from 3 in the corner. No good. And good job by Mickles. She comes away with that rebound, and head coach Courtney Boyd is going to call a timeout and see if they can't get something here. We are 2 minutes flat.
Man, it's a great game. Like I said, from the jump, this is a great game. I'm still on my toes. I'm still on the edge of my seat, Rachel.
I know. You guys can't see it, but I'm bouncing my leg up and down here on this stool that I'm sitting on. It's just constant angst and worry and concern. You always just want to get to the final whistle so you can celebrate with your team. I think that's the inner athlete coming out of me. I used to play basketball back in the day, and then I didn't get any taller or any faster or any quicker back in high school, so I said I'm going to switch it up and watch from a different, or be a part of athletics in a different way, and I've really enjoyed my time at CMU, and it's been a good time.
Yeah. So, Rachel, you played basketball, in high school?
I did. I played basketball in high school. Played my freshman, sophomore, junior year, and then I switched it up my senior year. I didn't play. I elected to just kind of focus on my studies and do some other things, and I knew I kind of still wanted to stay around athletics in some sort of capacity, so I did 4 years at a hard institution at Baker where I was a sports admin major, and then I went down to A&M Corpus Christi in beautiful South Texas and did some work down there, and now I'm up here in beautiful Fayette, Missouri, calling conference championships, so it's a good day. Yeah. Culbertson 3, nothing doing, though. Good rebound, though. Mickles from 3, just at the top of the arc, and she's got it, 75-63 with 1:47 remaining here.
Clarke is not backing down.
Nope, they'll keep playing until the final whistle blows. Kennedy.
Guess that's expected for the number 2 team in the conference.
Kennedy with Culbertson guarding.
Marina Bakarova in the corner. The three. Doesn't go in. Victoria Cook there to try to stop the ball.
McDermott over to Mickles. Mickelson to Lindauer. Lindauer to McDermott. McDermott drives on Cook. Got it. Lead is cut to 10 with just over a minute remaining here, 75-65. And you have to admit they're going to start fouling, or they're going to try and see if they can get one more stop. Nothing yet from Coach Boyd. And the fans start to clap, and they'll rise to their feet as CMU is on the verge of a conference championship. And they're going to get a foul on...
Did you see that, Rachel?
I did. It appeared to be a foul, and I think that's what it was. Am I wrong?
No.
I was correct?
No, you were correct.
I'm usually about 8 or 9 of 10 on the calls that I make, and I think I was right on that one. So that's Culbertson's 4th personal foul. 47.5 seconds on the clock. Cook, Lindauer, Coach Boyd imploring her staff to foul, and I think they finally get it. They do. So Culbertson is going to pick up her 5th personal foul. So her day is going to be done. Skylar Culbertson, a senior guard out of East Dubuque, Illinois, as Izzy Peterson's going to come in and replace her. Culbertson finishes with, if I can find her down here, she finishes with 7 points, 11 rebounds to lead the way as a guard. That's pretty impressive. 6 assists. She'll foul out. Latoria Cook inbounds to Massanet. They'll call another foul, this time on Nicole McDermott. That's going to be her 5th personal foul. And
she will be heading to the bench.
She'll head to the bench as well. Tina Ubel is going to come in and replace her. And McDermott, she finishes the night with 9 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 of 4 from the charity stripe, 3 of 5 from the floor, and 0-1 from 3. Massanet looking for point number 15. Am I muted?
Second one does not count.
All right, we're back, guys. 3 from Kelchin. Got it. 76-68 with 33.5. So the game's not over yet. I hope everyone's still tuning in because, again, this is the number 1, number 2 team of the conference, 1 versus 7 in the national polls. So y'all stick around and get your popcorn ready.
Keep it heated up. Not a mess in that. Bakarova's going to dribble over to Massanet. Another foul by Clarke. That's going to be on, I think that's going to be on Lindauer, excuse me. That's her 1st personal foul. CMU's going to go to the line and shoot a pair. It's going to be Nana Massanet. Nana, a COVID sophomore out of Trenton, New Jersey. She's 5'9". Looking for her 16th and 17th point. She gets number 16. 77-68. Massanet, the line, looking to go 2 for 2, and she does. Kelchin over to Peterson. Clarke needs a bucket, and they need it quick. Peterson over to Ubel. Ubel with Bakarova guarding. She goes down low, and she's going to do a little turnaround jumper with just under 16 seconds remaining. Bakarova. It's going to be a foul. I believe that's going to be on. It's going to be on Gianna Mickles. It's her 3rd personal foul. And CMU's going to go back to the line. They're going to shoot a pair. Bakarova makes the first. She's got 15, 79-70 with 15-point run remaining, and she's got the second. CMU leads 80-70 with just under 15 seconds remaining. Peterson with a bucket, nothing doing. Ubel with the putback. 80-72, just under 7 seconds left. Bakarova's going to dribble it up the floor. One more foul, though, from Clarke University. That's going to be Gianna Mickles.
And CMU starting to feel it, as is their student section. Guys over here at my right are having a good time. And they are, well, if you're from Kansas, they're waving the wheat, but this time they are waving goodbye. As Bakarova makes
student section.
Bakarova's got her 17th. And Robin Beck hyping up the crowd. Here's the second. Got it. Over to Peterson. Peter's going to drive the floor, put up a shot. It's not going to matter, though. And
that will do it.
Central Methodist University claims the conference tournament championship. They get revenge from last year in Dubuque when they fell, and they claim the conference tournament title with an 82-72 victory over the Clarke University Pride, and push their overall record to 31-0. Yes, that is correct. Central 31-0. And they are pumped, and coming out on the floor is Commissioner Lori Thomas to distribute the shirts and the trophy.
Perfect.
University, congratulations on a fantastic conference tournament.
And they end up winning this game by 10. They've won all their games of the conference tournament by double digits and have really done an outstanding job.
Just a phenomenal performance.
They're putting on the shirts. They're getting the pictures taken. They've got the banner. They've got the trophy.
Wow.
And there it is. Your Eagles sweep the regular season tournament championship. They're going to go and celebrate with their student section.
Perfect.
And Coach Thomas, or not Coach Thomas, excuse me, Lori Thomas providing them some instruction as we go along here.
I guess Coach wants the whole student section in the picture.
And Lori's doing her due diligence to make sure she gets a picture on her phone.
Make me want to go down there to go get a picture with them.
Yep. So, again, CMU student section, they showed out tonight. It was a blackout. Everyone wore their black, and they did a great job of celebrating their champion. This is one of the best, if not the best team in the history of this program. They moved to 31-0, keep their undefeated record going as the only undefeated team in the country, and it's quite a scene. And Jay Sean, let's sit back. Let's talk about we'll give you some quick stats here as we wrap things up in this Hart Tournament Championship game. Final score, CMU 82, Clarke 72. Central finishes the night 28-66, 42.4%. Clarke not too far behind, 23-57 at 40.4%. Central really deadly from 3, 8-17, almost 50% from long range.
That is impressive.
Not bad for Clarke, though. They finished 7-22, 31.8%. Turnovers fairly even, 14 for Clarke, 10 for CMU. Let's check out the total rebounds. And this is I'm kind of surprised at this stat, but total rebounds, Clarke actually has the advantage, 41-38. They finished with 10 offensive rebounds compared to 11 for Central, so they won. So Central won that battle there, but on the overall boards, Clarke got by just a little bit. Again, good ball movement from CMU and their squad. 23 assists, so good ball movement compared to just 15 for the Pride. Central finishes with 5 blocks. And 26 fouls on the night, 21 for Clarke. So it was a heavily contested game, and the one that the officials really had their hands in, and really making sure that game was called correctly, and it was called evenly both sides, which I felt like they did a good job with. Bench points, 11 for Clarke, only 5 for CMU. Points in the paint, CMU 34 to, 28 for Clarke. We'll do some quick stats here on our individuals, and we'll wrap it up with Jay Sean here. Darina Bakarova, 18 points to lead the way. She adds 5 rebounds, 6 assists. She shoots 4 of 11, 4 of those coming from long range, 6 of 6 from the charity stripe. Nana Massanet really battled through foul trouble throughout the later part of the half. She got 17 points, 7 of 8 from the charity stripe, 50% from the floor. J.C. Kennedy, 15 points. It really took command of the game. She had some threes. She finished 2 for 2, perfect 3 of 3 from the charity stripe. 6 assists, 2 rebounds, and again, I've said it all year, and at some point I think maybe it'll be next year, maybe it'll be in the national tournament. She's flirting with a triple-double.
She's going to get it eventually.
Yeah, every single night. I'll talk with her about it after the game and just kind of see if she agrees with me. If not, we'll go from there. Johnson finishes with 14 points, 8 rebounds. She ultimately fouled out, but she finished 7-11 shooting from the field. So Tori Cook, she got 13 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds. And Natalia Spiegel finishes with 2 points. Robin Beck, 2 points. Talia Carter with points. And then Audrey Graham. And they've got Jeanette Membratu into the game shooting a pair. I don't think that's correct, though, so we'll have to double check on that. Tina Yubel for Clarke led the way with 20 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 7 and 10 from the floor. She knocked down 1 3-point basket. Emma Kelchin, 14 points, 3 of 6 from 3, 3 of 8 from the field, 5 of 6 from the charity stripe. She also had 7 rebounds. Gianna Mickles, 11 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Nicole McDermott, 9 points, 5 rebounds, 3 of 4 from the charity stripe. And Culbertson, Izzy Peterson both finished with 7, and Madison Lindauer and Maya Mershman finished with 2. So, overall, I've said it all night, Jay Sean, a balanced scoring attack, unselfish ball movement from CMU, especially on some of those transitions from defense to offense.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what you want to see in your squad when you head into a national tournament, because there's going to be teams that are quicker and faster, and you're going to have to keep up with them. And I don't know if there's a team quicker or faster in the country than CMU.
I would certainly agree with you. I don't think a team in the national tournament has as much heart as these Eagles do. And that heart goes a long way. And playing as a team like they did, like the Eagles did tonight, they have a chance of, they have a strong percentage of just taking the whole thing, taking the trophy, and bringing it home.
Yeah, I think so too. And I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to knock on wood, but they're beating teams by more than 15 to 20 points a game.
Oh yeah.
And they've done it against a few nationally ranked teams. They defeated Clarke not too long ago up in Dubuque by 18. I think it was 79-61 was the final, or a score similar to that. And when you're knocking off teams that are in the top 10 by 15 to 20 points, I mean, that says a lot about your defense. That says a lot about your offense. And that also says a lot about the unselfishness of this team.
Oh yeah, that's major, Rachel. Not a lot of teams are like that, and that's what signifies. That's what makes this team different from all the others.
I would agree, and I'll get off my soapbox after, but it's unselfish play. And I think for a long time, and it's hard to do in college basketball. It's always the me, the me show.
Yeah.
And I think, and it's with any college basketball team. It's with any team. You've got to find that right gel and that mesh. And you've got 5, 6, 7 players out on the floor that, if someone scores 30, great. If I don't score any, great.
Yeah, you need that.
And that's what you want to see out of a team like CMU, and they're well on their way. They've got some opening round games to finish, and then if they make it through there, we will head up to Sioux City, and hopefully I've got some coverage for you guys. I'll follow along, or I'll take care of all the social media stuff, so make sure you guys are following CMUEagles.com.
Yes, please do not lose track.
Yeah, don't lose track. If you guys don't have it, download the CMU Eagles app, as that's got all of the scores and the updates for you as we go along. And but I also want to commend Clarke. I mean, they're one of my favorite teams outside of CMU, and me being a Baker alum, I love Baker too. But I really admire Coach Courtney Boyd and her staff, just what they've done over the past 5, 6, 7 years. She's really built a power up in Dubuque. Her recruiting style, really disciplined team, and they lost tonight, but I expect them to make some noise in the national tournament as well.
Yeah. Most definitely, being the number 2 team in the conference at that too. So.
Yeah, and they gave CMU fits when they came up here. Let me see if I can find the score back in November. There weren't too many people here because that was Thanksgiving break. It was a long time ago. It feels like. Yeah, November 26th. What are we 3 months out from that? Good grief.
Yeah, we are.
CMU ultimately won that 71-64. But CMU sweeps the the regular season and conference tournament titles, they knock off Clarke 3 straight times. Clarke, the 2-time defending conference tournament champions, fall. CMU knocks them off 82-72 here in Puckett Fieldhouse. So I think that's going to do it from here. Unless, Jay Sean, you've got any final thoughts you want to pop out on this broadcast before we wrap it up?
All I can say is phenomenal performance. All I can keep saying is phenomenal performance by these Eagles, these Lady Eagles. If they keep the same energy, the same mindset, having that dog mindset, having that, not caring who scores, how many points, the most points or whatever like that, just continue playing as a team. Like you said, they are going to make some noise, and I honestly feel like this team is strongly capable of bringing the whole thing back to Fayette, Missouri, here in Fayette, Missouri.
Yep. I don't know if you guys can see it. You might have been able to see it on the broadcast. We've got several banners in our field house. 2 of them are national championship banners. Those both belong to our men's soccer team who went back-to-back in 2018, 2019. And you've got to imagine that Coach Davis, you coach to win championships. You coach to develop young women and send them out into the world as champions both on the floor and off the floor. And he's certainly done that. And, one thing that's missing from his resume is a national championship. And as he cuts down the net and celebrates with his team, I think he's got his granddaughter or grandson was there with him as well.
Oh, yeah. This is well-deserved. He really deserves it.
Yep.
All the hard work he's put in, all the time he's put in with these girls, these ladies. And, this is what you get. This is what you get out. You put in so much. You put in the hours seen and unseen. This is what you get. This is well-deserved. So I want to commend and congratulate Coach Davis, assistant coach, Coach Kim, all the staff, from athletic training to all the coaching staff, and all the support, most definitely the support. We wouldn't be able to make this happen. The ladies would not be able to make this happen if it wasn't for the fans as well, the support system and things like that. So I just want to say, continue to keep up the great work, ladies, and we will see y'all hopefully in Sioux City.
Yeah, we're not done yet, guys, though. So as I'm going to stop repeating myself, but I just really want to emphasize we're not done. We've got national championship opening round next Monday and Tuesday. I think that's the 7th and 8th, if I have my dates correct.
So.
I will probably be down on the stats, so you probably won't hear me again from a basketball standpoint. You might hear Jay Sean a little bit, depending on what that looks like. So we'll just have to see. But we've got more action, so don't go away. This is not the end of this undefeated season. We're looking to win. I think they got 6 more games to get where they want to go, maybe 5. So the goal has been a national championship all year, and they're well on their way. So that's going to do it again. That's going to do it from here. I'm tired of talking. I need a break. I'm going to go home.
Yeah, we both do.
Yeah, I'm going to go home and take actually, I got to write this recap. I got a few things I need to do. But, Jay Sean, I appreciate you being on the broadcast.
Oh, Rachel, I appreciate you.
Letting me slide in on the call tonight. Phil, if you're still listening, I hope your throat feels better, and I hope your voice is coming back. Phil does a lot. He talks a lot. He's always doing something with PA or broadcasting, so we hope you feel better. But, again, I'm on a tangent now. I'm going to call it a night here. So for the second time since 2020 and another 31-0 march for CMU as they look for a national championship. They defeat Clarke University 82-72 here at Puckett Fieldhouse. They sweep the regular season and conference tournament titles. That's going to do it from here in Puckett Fieldhouse. This has been Rachel Moore, Assistant AD and Director of Athletic Communications, here with the one and only Jay Sean Northington.
Yes, ma'am,
we appreciate you guys listening. This has been CMUEagles.com here on the Hart Conference Network.
Thank you so much. Have a good night.